Imagine losing everything overnight: your job, your savings, your home. For an entire generation, this wasn't just a nightmare, it was reality. This was the Great Depression, a decade-long economic catastrophe that reshaped the world. So, what caused this perfect storm? And how did we climb out of it? It all started with the Roaring Twenties, a decade of excess and speculation. People bought stocks with borrowed money, creating a massive bubble. Then, in October 1929, the bubble burst. The stock market crash wiped out fortunes and shattered public confidence. But that was just the beginning. Without any deposit insurance, people panicked and rushed to withdraw their money from banks. Thousands of banks failed, taking people's life savings with them. The money supply vanished. The Federal Reserve, meant to be a safety net, failed to act, allowing the economy to spiral into a deflationary freefall. To make matters worse, the U.S. passed the Smoot-Hawley tariff, which sparked a global trade war, bringing international commerce to a standstill. Meanwhile, farmers were already struggling with debt and overproduction, a crisis that turned into an environmental disaster with the Dust Bowl. The human cost was staggering. By 1933, 1 in 4 Americans was unemployed. In some cities, that number was as high as 80%. Families lost their homes and were forced into shantytowns called Hoovervilles. Bread lines and soup kitchens became a common sight. African Americans and other minorities were hit the hardest, often the first to be fired and the last to be hired. Children and the elderly were left incredibly vulnerable. So how did it end? Recovery was slow and painful. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs provided crucial relief, creating jobs through massive public works projects and establishing social safety nets like Social Security. Many countries, including the U.S., abandoned the gold standard, which allowed them to stimulate their economies. But the real end came with the thunder of war. The massive industrial production required for World War II created full employment and supercharged the economy, finally pulling the world out of the Depression's grip. The Great Depression taught us hard lessons that still shape our world today. It showed us the need for a strong central bank, government intervention to stimulate the economy during crises, robust financial regulation, and social safety nets to protect the vulnerable. It's a stark reminder of how fragile our economic systems can be, and why we must never forget the lessons learned from this defining chapter of history. Thanks for watching. If you found this look into the past insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the events that shaped our world.